How's it going? I'm Sergeant Hobby. This is Officer Kling. There you go.
My name's Megan, hon. How are you? You dealt with me multiple times.
So,
I'm good.
let's see this footage you got.
Alright, the girl in blue is 18, almost 19.
Who is it?
Her name's Destiny Britton. That's the end of that. And then my mom started yelling at me because she was on my sister's side for some odd reason.
Are you done? This is what I'm gonna do. How about because Destiny can get a charge? Do not call the fucking cops. Do not want my phone. Stop the fuck out.
Hey, I got that shit. I got that shit.
Who is it?
Her name's Destiny Britton. That's the end of that. And then my mom started yelling at me because she was on my sister's side for some odd reason. It hit my head and everything. And she's sitting there calling for help. She told them she wanted to call the cops. They was trying not to let her do it. And then afterwards, she told them she wanted to press charges, and her parents wouldn't let her press charges. I just found out about the situation today, and I told her we would make a trip down here. I want to press charges on Destiny.
Oh, yeah, obviously. Oh, okay.
Well, we'll go get a drink in just a minute, babe.
Clipboard and statement form. I had in my binder in the back.
Not my mom.
Yeah, obviously. Did your mom put her hands on you?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to look this report up that Officer View took because I called him about it and he was getting a little bit different story, so I just got to read through what he has and get the understanding.
Yeah.
So from what I'm getting from you and understanding now, so this incident happened and it seems like your mom was trying to cover stuff up. Is that what I'm understanding?
It wasn't my mom, it was my sister.
Your sister? Okay.
And everybody else.
Okay.
But her mom stuck up for her sister.
Okay.
And I don't think that's right.
Did your sister put her hands on you too?
My sister's just 17.
Yeah, but still, did she put her hands on you? Do we know if John needed the juvenile side for that?
So
yes.
Okay.
What I guess he was advised was that they were both fighting each other and siblings, and then the parents were like,
so just normal sibling stuff,
it's
and then
okay. And then nothing got
upset.
sent through to juvenile.
She told my sister to pop me in the mouth, but then the almost 19-year-old wanted to, and then...
Do you know where she lives at?
She lives somewhere in Benton.
I think she's in the report because he had to
get her information.
She had to get her information,
but it was invalid.
So
okay, that's the one.
Yes, the warrant was invalid, and they.
All right, so we'll get one from her real quick, and then we're gonna get one from you as well.
That's fine.
I would go ahead and notify
Go get my car from
Jess.
Yeah.
Because of the situation has now changed, and you have an adult with a juvenile.
You got your driver's license on you?
Yeah, actually, it's in my pocket. So I just want to make it known that her mom told them to do it. She's scared to admit to it because her mom's on probation and she doesn't want to lose her mom because her mom just spent a year in rehab.
Her mom told her sister and this chick to whoop
her mom
her?
told them. She turned around and told the two little girls to take care of it. Her little sister pulled her out the court and let the other little girl whoop her ass.
Would you be willing to put that on statement for me? Okay. I got something for you, little one. Hang on. Not a sucker. I ain't got a sucker. But I might have a stuffed animal left.
She's going to take it away.
Well, at the end of the day, child safety is more important than anything else.
And if there's anything I need to do, if anything does come down to it, and I can be a legal guardian, I will sign whatever I need to do to
You want that?
be a legal guardian.
You don't want it? It's for you. You can have that.
It's a gift.
You can sleep with it. Yeah.
She'll want it once we get
That's my last one. You can have it. I gotta get some more.
I wish I had a bear like that. I love it. Oh my goodness.
204 Central, Arkansas 51, limited birth.
I gotta clean right your candle for now.
Which is just part of what we do. It's fine.
For 9906 10, Palace Class B, no traffic, no number 6.
Table.
Me too. I'm really glad. Thank you guys for coming. I wish I could
Give this to her.
Yeah, well, once she gets done with hers, we'll give the clipboard to her. She can write and she can put a little one down and all that. Thanks, sir. What time do we get out here and start this? I think it's like 1907.
She the one getting hit?
She's the one that got her butt whooped by an 18-year-old. I'm going to call Jess real quick and let her know what's going on. If
So
you,
what I'm being told, I wasn't there obviously,
Yeah.
but what I'm being told is that her dad stopped her from pressing charges, kind of backing her mom and sister's side.
Why would her parents stop?
her mom's on probation.
They're scared that they're going to get taken away. Her mom just did like a year in rehab, and they don't want her mom to go away again. I'm just going to say that.
That's fine.
The kid's life should be more important than that.
I'm just gonna take a photo of this for our report when I get done uploading it. Okay. Clean. You think you're right on your hood?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So, everything you've been telling us, everything you've been told by her, everything you showed us and all that, what you told us to put all your information as legible as possible, what we just talked about, and then sign at the bottom, okay? And then here's this back as well, you can have that. I'm gonna call AC real quick.
I'll do that.
And hey, real quick, how do you know her?
I mean, basically my sister-in-law, me and her brother ain't married, but, I mean, he's my baby daddy. We're dead.
Okay.
It's basically
So,
my sister.
your victim's technically sister-in-law?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically family.
Okay.
I've been in their family for like 12 years.
Alright. Hey, boss. So, that disturbance that John took yesterday involving the Wheelers, so the victim is up here, and her sister, her older brother's baby mama, sister-in-law, told her what had happened, and said that she didn't want to press charges, and they have video footage of an 18-year-old whooping on a 13-year-old. And that her mom and sisters were telling her not to say anything to cover it up because they don't want her mom to get in trouble. The juvenile victim, the 13-year-old, was scared to say anything to law enforcement because her parents and siblings were telling her to keep her mouth shut, basically. And her sister-in-law found out about it and talked to her, and they were able to get a video of the actual incident. And the 13-year-old wants to come forward and press charges on the 18-year-old. Yeah. We got them filling out statements, and I'm going to... Because I just got back in the city and Green called me about it. Okay. I'm at least going to get them to send me the footage to Axon for the original report, and we'll add supplements to it and put these statements in. That way you have it first thing. Green called me about it because as she was leaving, they were pulling up as we got back in the city and said they wanted to file charges and talk to us about it. No, hey, what was the 18-year-old's name?
Destiny.
Destiny?
What's her last name? I don't.
Destiny. Some girl named Destiny that was there. John got her information. It should be in the report. Hey, what's her name again?
Lindsay.
Lindsay's the victim.
And the other girl's name is Destiny Brittany.
Yeah. But the Brittany girl's the one that was beating on Lindsay. And the video clear as day. Hey, Brittany's not a relative, is she? No, she's just a friend of the other girls. She's a friend of Jade's. Hey, Megan, come here real quick. So, who told her not to report it again? The mom?
She's telling me her dad told her.
Her dad told her not to report? Yeah. No, it's just Megan and Lindsay here in the car. Megan's, yeah. Okay, the Brittany girl had the warrant and they couldn't confirm it.
Mm-hmm.
That was that girl. Yeah. So she is clear as. Yeah, Destiny. Yeah, right.
Destiny.
Not Brittany.
Destiny, yeah. I keep calling her Brittany
Is it
too.
Destiny Britton?
Yeah.
Yes, the one that they chose. He's going to pick up yesterday for the warrant, and they couldn't confirm it. Okay, yeah. Megan's saying yes. Megan's. The Destiny girl is friends with who?
Jade, her sister.
Her sister Jade.
Your signature.
Destiny and her sister Jade are friends. Hey, Megan, were you able to figure out what it was all over? Or because Lindsay was acting, being...
Shut the door.
Shut the door quick.
And she was being loud and hollering.
She's
yeah,
going
right,
99.
report. Lindsay was being loud and hollering, and Becky turned around and told Jade, take care of it, pop her in the mouth.
So the mom
turned around.
Her and her sister were fighting. Like sisters do. Mom told them to handle it and turn around.
The mom turned around. They were sitting in her mom's car. She's got a rental car right now. She's sitting in her mom's car. Her mom's in the driver's seat. She turned around, handled the situation. Jade popped her in the mouth. The little girl, Destiny, said, "Ooh, I want to do it. Let me do it. Let me do it." Jade got out the car, pulled Lindsay out the car, and then that's the video I showed you.
Okay.
And the mom was there the entire time, watched the entire thing.
Yeah, after that, and then Jade, you can see Jade trying to pull her out the car, and once Lindsay's out the car, the Destiny girl's grabbing her, looked like she grabbed her by the hair, and just goes to waylay and closed fists all over her head. No, she was beating on her, had a hold of her hair and stuff in that video.
In the video, you can see at least 4 hits.
At least 4 hits for sure. In the video. I mean, it's bad. Yeah, we have confirmation Jay told her not to call the cops. That per her.
Yeah, that's out of her mouth.
That's out of
That's what she said.
out of Lindsay's
if y'all's
mouth.
cams are recording, it's going.
So she's we're going to have to do a CAC interview in Benton. Since she is a juvenile victim, we're going to have a parent. So one of them going to have to comply.
Well, neither of them are going to come out.
Yeah,
that's why I'm here for her.
I know. That's what Megan said. Neither one of them are going to do anything.
Her
That's why
mom's
she
on
showed up to help
probation,
her.
and her dad's sticking up for them.
Yeah, I know John did one yesterday. I'm going to go and do another one. Because and update the suspect information. Okay, yeah, we'll call him. List that as suspect and list the Destiny girls as suspect. Okay. And then we'll do our narratives and update. Okay. Where are Jay and Rebecca at home?
I don't know.
Megan doesn't know. Were they
I
there?
picked her up off the side of the road.
You picked her off the side of the road?
She was hanging out with some friends on the side of the road.
Okay.
I pulled up, said, "Get in my car."
Okay. I guess she made contact with you though, about what happened.
I didn't find out from her. I actually found out from a friend down the road. They showed me the video. I said, "Send me the video right now."
So you got the video through another second party, and figure out what had actually happened.
Yeah, and I picked her up.
Saw
and
her,
asked
talked
the
to her.
situation. And I said, "Do you want to press charges? Yes or no?" And she said, "Yes," but my dad won't let me. And I said,
the Destiny girl?
We're going to the police department.
Do you know who was actually recording it?
I don't know who's recording it. I think she knows. I think somebody maybe named Cody or something. I'm not sure. He's a juvenile as well.
Another juvenile possibly recording? Okay. There's possibly another juvenile was recording. Yeah, we need to figure out if we can figure out who that is. If you want to talk to her, Megan.
Yeah.
And see what you can get for me. What you feel, you can finish filming out first. Yeah. Yeah, so since whoever was recording, they're a witness, they're not in trouble, we just got to get their side. I need statement, and basic information and a statement. If we can figure out who that is. Is it one of her sister's friends?
Yeah, I think so.
So
I think
it's probably
like
going to be complicated as always. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Do y'all know, does she know her mom and dad's number?
I know her dad's number.
You know dad's number? His actual number he has right now? Okay, we'll get that from you in a second. Yeah, we'll ask her in a second. Hey, Clean, you got a little notepad?
Yeah.
We need to write these numbers down. You done with that?
I'm trying to read over it. Make
Okay,
sure
once you
I
get done, just sign at the bottom, okay?
Yeah, I'll go ahead
See if Lindsay knows her mom and dad's number.
Okay.
You can ask her that at least.
Yeah, but
Up in, yeah. Or see if she knows her mom and dad. See if she knows her mom and dad's number. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like I said, we just got back in the city. It's point to get gas, and Green called me about this, saying they showed up and saw her, and were wanting to give the updated information and go forward the charges. So.
Okay, I think that's good. If you want to read over it.
Yeah, I'm gonna read over it real quick. Just give me a second, okay?
And then, if there's somewhere that I can send this video to, so
Yeah, so let me get done with this off the phone. I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna text you a link to Axon. It's our system we use with our cameras and evidence. And it'll go straight there with the case number and go ahead and it's gonna build the case up. So give me just a second, okay? Let's see. Lindsay Wheeler was attacked by an 18-year-old girl, Destiny Burton. I'm being told by Lindsay she was fighting with her sister and being loud. Her mother. And that's apparently that's what he was told as well. Because I called him and told him what Green had told me, and he's like, "Well, that don't make no sense because that's not what they told me yesterday." And yeah. It says, oh, John's calling me. Hang on a second, boss. Yes, sir. Okay. Yeah, they're both the victim, and then basically her sister-in-law is the one that came up here with her to help her go forward pressing charges. Brooke. Hey, do y'all know Brooke? Who a Brooke is?
Brooke?
Yeah. Ask her if she has a nickname. No, she's saying no. Okay. So we watched the video already, and her and her sister were fighting, John. And then that 18-year-old Destiny, her sister pulled her out of the car, and then the 18-year-old Destiny grabbed her by the hair and started punching her close fist all over the face and head. Yeah.
I'm trying to find out who's little boy is.
Yeah.
See if he'll make her
Do you have Jaden there as a suspect, John? She's already in there as a suspect? Destiny and Jade? Okay, so they're the ones that were fighting, so. And both put in as victims, is what he said. I got Jess on the other phone, so I got a phone on each ear right now. Did you talk to Jade yesterday? So she openly stated that she had hit her, but you didn't ask her any questions? Yeah, he said that she openly stated she had hit Lindsay, but he did not ask her any questions. Okay. I'll explain that to her. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Okay. No, Jade's 17, isn't she, John? She's 17, according to Atlas. Yeah, so apparently she misrepresents herself as juvenile, or as older, is what John said, boss. Okay. Hang on a second, John. Yeah. Okay. We'll make sure they understand it. And if Dad's there, he's going to jail. Yeah. Okay. Dad walked up after the fact? Okay. Okay. Well, if we see him, we'll do some digging and take care of it. Did you put him in there? Okay. Well, our supplements and everything added. I'm gonna do some correcting and updating on it, John. So. Hey John, real quick, the original story you were told, was it just all the kids were in the car and Rebecca wasn't in the car? Rebecca was? I wonder if Lindsay's middle name. No? Destiny, okay. So she just said they were all sitting in the car just hanging out. And no, he was told Rebecca was in the car. Yeah, he said that's what he was telling me, that he talked to Rebecca and she said they were just sitting in the car and the sisters were arguing and fighting. Correct, John? Yep. Yeah, boss. That's all he was told by Rebecca. Okay.
Sorry.
That was the car alarm for their vehicle. Okay. Are we going to do a warrant for obstruction, or just right then? I know she's on probation, so yeah. Okay. Well, we were going to finish up here and then we'll go over there and try to make contact. Alright, bye. Okay. Alright, John, I appreciate it, buddy. Alright, bye. So we were talking to people at once. Okay. So, claim we're going to go over there and make contact. So I make contact with Mom and Dad. Dad's there. We're going to confirm his warrant. He'll probably go.
At this point, officers believe there are still major gaps in the story. They've heard one version from witnesses, another from family members, and now they're heading directly to the source to see who is telling the truth.
Remember Miranda's mom? Since we have video footage and have seen it. And if she wants to lie, she can get obstruction. So.
Dad had a warrant or something?
Yeah, we'll look up his information.
I don't think her dad knows the whole situation. I think that he thinks it was between the two sisters. I don't know that he knows the whole situation.
Okay. Let her know that. Okay. I will let them know, and when I get done with this, I'll call you back. Alright, bye. Okay. Jesus. Alright, so we're gonna go try to make contact real quick. And see if Mom and Dad are there and see what we can figure out. And go from there, okay? And try to get a little bit more truth behind what really happened. Because, I mean, this is a cluster.
I'm going to keep her with me for a little bit.
That's fine. Yeah, no. I'm totally okay with that. As long as, you know, the parents don't go crazy and then try to...
But her dad will stay with me.
Okay. That's fine.
Her mom doesn't like me. In the past, all three of the girls were molested by this guy, Dennis. And they went to press charges, but the mom and the guy had a thing. She dropped the charges.
Okay.
So we've had beef ever since.
Okay. Well, we're going to go from here. If you're going to take her to your house, that's fine. Well, I got your number if we need to contact you for anything further.
And then you're going to send me that link, right?
Oh, we need to do that right now, actually. Glad you reminded me. Thank you. Okay. So, what it's called, it's Axon Community Request Link, okay? So, real quick. Battery. Okay.
I just got it.
Okay. So what you need to do is follow directions. Hit the link. You're going to load that video, okay?
Okay.
Whatever videos you have, and send it. It's going to come straight to my system, okay?
Okay.
And that'll just go towards the case file over your building, all right? All right, Ms. Megan, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
You got keys? Hey, go ahead and turn the front lobby lights on too. Just turn them all on inside. Hey, Miss Rebecca. Hi, you want to come talk to me for a few minutes, please, ma'am? You don't mind? That dude is missing a whole freaking taillight, didn't he? Oh, both his taillights, okay. We're going to talk over here, because I know how Jake can be sometimes, and she wants to intervene whenever stuff's going on, and prevent her from getting any more trouble, or trouble at all. I want to talk to you, and you only, okay? Fair enough? Okay. Go ahead and meet Officer Clean right there. I'm going to grab my binder real quick. Hang on just a second. Shut that, buddy. If we were doing formal, nice, well-lit setting, okay? I'm going to grab a chair without sides real quick. I'll be right back. Or would you mind grabbing it for me, buddy? Go just get one without sides out of this PD room. I can sit down and talk to her.
Yeah, I got
just real quick. I don't fit with all this stuff. These arms don't move. So we're waiting on a table to come in, so we can. This is going to be the public area, you know, to make reports and stuff like that. Okay. Get a chair and then we'll have a little chat. Is that your new car or is it a rental?
It's a rental.
What happened to yours?
It got totaled on March 1st.
Oh, okay. I think I remember seeing it in the yard messed up. What happened?
Yeah, we were making a left-hand turn on Fat Performance. Let's turn it in and smacked us.
Okay. Alright, there we go. Alright. Okie dokie. Okay, so Thursday, May 5th, 9:35 p.m. Sergeant Hobby, Officer Clean. Miss Rebecca Wheeler. Okay. So, before I ask you some questions, I'm just going to read you something and then ask some questions, okay? Fair enough? Okay, so at this time, just so you understand you're not under arrest or anything, I just have to do this to ask some questions, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney and to have an attorney present with you during questioning. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you if you wish for any questioning, okay? You can decide at any time to exercise these rights, not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
Having your rights in mind, are you willing to answer any questions we have?
Yes.
Okay, so the incident yesterday at y'all's house, okay? Can you run me through that? What took place?
Wendy had started just like with a complete attitude, being completely rude and disrespectful to everybody. Her and Jade got into it physically a couple times.
And when you're talking about, who are you talking about?
Lindsay and Jade.
Okay.
And then it just kept escalating and escalating, and next thing I know, Jade's friend had hit Lindsay in the head a couple times. And then they got pulled apart or whatever, and Lindsay kept calling and screaming at everybody, and she called the police. And
Okay. Where's the statement from yesterday? Here. Is it that back there? Yeah. I think is the door locked? I just want to make sure we can review everything real quick. Alright. So, you said Lindsay and Jade, your daughter's sisters, obviously.
yeah,
They fight like I'm an only child, but from what I hear of my friends, they fight with siblings.
yes.
Okay. And where did all this take place?
In my yard.
In your yard? And y'all were in the car, from what I understand?
Yeah, we were in the car.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Let's see if we'll grab the statement from yesterday, just so I can review some things. We'll go from there. So you did see Destiny hit Lindsay, correct?
I looked over and she was taking the last swing, but yeah.
Okay. And you understand how old Destiny is, correct? And how old your daughter is, okay? And at any point did you try to intervene, knowing that's your child and that's a new adult?
I didn't get out of my car.
So, at any point, okay, remember, honesty is the best policy, okay, so I'm just trying to get the account of everything due to what I'm being told, okay, and that's why we're doing follow-ups, all right? From what I'm understanding, Lindsay and Jade had been arguing and fighting, and Lindsay, or Jade and Destiny, mainly Jade, tried to pull her out of the car, and then Destiny commits to whooping on her by grabbing her by the hair and hitting her with a closed fist.
I don't know, I didn't see it. They were behind me.
Okay.
I do know that Lindsay and Jay were fighting, they were trying to pull out of the car.
Mm-hmm.
How the incident between Lindsay and Destiny started, honestly, I don't know.
Okay. Did you at any point tell either Destiny or Jade to pop Lindsay in the mouth and shut her up?
Honestly, I did tell her sister to bust her in the mouth.
Okay. Alright. Now, I'm going to let you know right now, okay, with what's going on, what's been brought to me. I have video footage, evidence of the incident, okay?
This is a critical moment. Investigators are no longer relying solely on statements. They're referencing video evidence, which can completely change how a case is handled and whether criminal charges move forward.
Since Lindsay's 13, we're going to be doing a CAC interview, okay? Since she's been involved in a disturbance, a physical disturbance, and was assaulted and battered, okay? So, my supervisor, you know who I'm talking about, right? She's going to be contacting you tomorrow. She's going to call them first thing about an interview, and you are to bring her. If you do not comply, DHS will get involved, and at that point, it's out of our hands, okay? So, I need you to understand that, okay? I've got your phone number. I'm going to pass it along to my supervisor. So, when you hear from her, whatever time she tells you, day and time, you need to take her up there, okay? And if at any point you do not, do as advised and instructed, DHS is going to be notified and they're going to intervene, okay? And if that happens, you're subject to whatever they find during their investigation, okay? So it's in your best interest to just help make this easier, okay? And I don't want that seen as like a threat or anything. I'm just letting you know, due to the severity of what's going on, okay? 13-year-old's been assaulted by a legal adult, battered, okay? And we have seen the footage. It does not look pretty, okay? Alright. Would you be willing to fill out another statement about what we just discussed and make it a more accurate statement, please? Thank you, Ms. Rebecca. I appreciate that. You can put today's date and just the same information and as legible as possible what we just discussed, and sign it just like all the other ones we filled out, okay? May not. So there's that. You can fill that out for me. Just make it as legible as possible, okay? I do believe my supervisor is going to contact me in the morning and maybe get the interview scheduled tomorrow sometime. So just make sure you're available to make that happen and comply with that, okay?
Is she go to?
Huh? Yes, she'll have to take.
No, I mean,
Yeah. So I'll explain how that works when we get done. Have you ever been to one? I have. It's pretty intense. And it really opens your eyes to things when you get to sit in and watch one of those.
Yeah, my brother puts them on.
So, and while you're writing that, I'm just going to address this, okay? I know she's 17, but from what myself and my other officers have viewed, she portrays herself as being older, being 18 already, and how she acts and intervenes. She's still your child, so it'd be in the best interest if we could rein her in and not allow any more problems to arise with what goes on. All right, Miss Rebecca?
Mm-hmm.
I know I've got kids of my own, they're younger, but I understand kids can be a handful, especially siblings, and how those things go, and the older they get, I'm sure I'm going to deal with it too, but just making sure that we can keep her a little bit calmer than how she acts sometimes. And whenever you and me as adults are talking and communicating and trying to figure out what's going on and get the facts and everything, her intervening is not okay.
Can you just fill this up?
I'll get you a bottle of water. Hang on. Yeah, we'll get you. Did you fill it up a you want like room temperature or cold? Hey, give them the water bottle. Right when you walk in the kitchen, it should be a casing to the right on the floor. Just there. Need help? Okay. And right when you walk in the kitchen, look down to the left or right. I'm going to ask you another thing real quick, all right, Miss Rebecca? So, something else was brought to our attention, okay? After this whole thing happened yesterday, okay, the whole incident, all right? Did you tell Lindsay to keep her mouth shut and not say anything to police?
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
Do you know if anybody, another legal adult, her dad, anybody?
No, I don't know.
Okay. So, not to your knowledge at all, you or nobody that you know that's an adult in y'all's family that was in that area told her to keep her mouth shut and not say anything to prevent anybody from getting in trouble?
No.
Okay. Alright. It's just something that's brought to our attention, so we just want to get the facts and just got to make sure, okay?
No, I never.
Okay. Alright. Hang tight for me for a second. Call AC real quick, and
Okay.
you'll hang tight with her.
Yeah.
And then I make sure I double check everything, okay? I'll be right back, alright? Just pull the chair and sit here, I'm gonna sit here, okay? Oh, goodness. So, real quick, before I talk to you, we go any further, okay? I'm gonna read you your rights, alright? That way you don't say anything to incriminate yourself, alright? So, real quick, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer or want to be appointed to represent you for any questioning if you wish. You can decide any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand your rights as I explain them to you? Having these rights in mind, are you willing to answer any questions now without an attorney present? You gotta be verbal.
You said, am I going to answer any questions?
Yeah, are you willing to answer any questions without an attorney present? Okay, cool. Alright, just real quick. July 11th, 2024, approximately 11:22 a.m. Sergeant Hobby, the Alexandria Police Department, here with Ms. Destiny Brutton at Sling County Jail. So, do you have any ideas as to why you might have had a warrant?
Yeah, but like, I know why, but like, no one ever told me. I mean, she even told me like, she didn't want to press charges, but her sister made her go up there and press charges on me and everything.
So, here's the thing, okay? When it comes to certain charges, just because somebody doesn't want to press charges, the state can pick charges up based off of what happened, okay? So, you want to run me through the events of what happened that day?
Yeah,
And make sure you guys speak a little louder, okay? Because the jail, they'll be banging doors and everything else. So.
It was me, CJ, Lindsay, and her mom, and a few other people that came over. And Lindsay was sitting in the car when he was all outside, and
What's that?
a pill.
Oh, okay. So you taking prescription medication that's not yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
But she wouldn't like, and her mom was like, "Will somebody please me?" Like, and then I was like, "Let me do it," and I shouldn't have, but
Their mom told you to shut.
she didn't say like who, but she
She just said it out loud to
somebody.
shut somebody up, and you just took it upon yourself.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's a whole video.
And just like that, the conversation shifts. The focus is no longer on rumors, conflicting stories, or secondhand accounts. Now officers are hearing an admission that appears to match what was reportedly captured on video.
Okay. So you took it upon yourself to shut her up, basically, because of how she was acting. Okay, so you know how old are you right now?
I'm 19.
19. But this happened right before your birthday, so you were 18 at the time. Okay, so you understand that she's a juvenile and you're a legal adult. So you know how that looks, right? So whenever Miss Rebecca told somebody to shut her up, what did you do then?
I was like, let me do it. And then Jade had pulled her out the car and I just threw her, like, for me to have her.
Okay,
And I hit her, I think I hit her maybe 4 times, you know.
Okay. Anything else you want to add to it? So just, you know, anything you want to add, you know, anything like that? It's your time right now, okay, talking to me. I mean, I appreciate cooperation and all that, okay? I do. But then, you know, you gotta understand how bad that looks, though, okay? You're an 18 legal adult, and you put your hands on a juvenile, okay? Well, I can tell you this much, it doesn't help who you hang around. If you put yourself in the position to be around what you're using, it's going to make it harder to get clean, okay?
No, I don't have, like, any of my family at all.
So, I just want to clarify, when you say you hit her, how did you hit her? Like open hand, closed fist, like what did you
It was
do?
close, but like she was facing that way and I hit her like in the side of the head.
Like side of the head,
Like
face?
the side of the head.
Okay. Alright. Okie dokie. Well, real quick, while we're in here, I'm going to go ahead and serve you your warrant, okay? So, it's just for 1 count battery, 3rd class A misdemeanor, okay? And it's a misdemeanor. Tomorrow's a bond court day, so I'm sure you'll be in here throughout the night and sometime, at least till tomorrow. Alright. I used to work here and I don't know how things are now. And we're going to go back out there, and I'm just going to get some basic information from you for the arrest report, okay? And then I will transfer custody of you over to the jail, and then they will get you taken care of, all right? So your court date for this is going to be, you know where that's at? It's in the part of the city that's across from the post office and Dollar General by the train tracks. Okay, it's mandatory, it's criminal. You have to show up, okay? If you don't show up, you get a fake tip here. All right, cool. Just want to make sure you understand. And obviously, you know, you'll get your chance to tell your story, your side, in front of the judge, prosecutor, and all that, okay? Alrighty. Let's go back out here real quick and get some basic information from you, and then we'll get out of here and go book you in, okay? I appreciate your cooperation, Miss Destiny. We'll be right back through that door.
What began as a reported family dispute ultimately resulted in an arrest and criminal charge. Cases like this show how quickly new evidence can change an investigation. If you've made it this far, let us know in the comments, do you think the truth would have come out without the video?